So children, now I assume that you have done your summary, you've gone through your lesson, and now you are all prepared to solve your questions. Now here Max Marks has ample of solved questions for you. You will have your short question answers and you will have your long question answers. Now we go through the solved ones. There are more solved question answers in your books and there are unsolved also. So how you will go about them? You will first go through the solved ones, as it is your Max Marks and you don't have to give it to anybody else, or it's not from the library or something. So wherever you notice that this line I have to learn it, just underline it. Just underline it, use a highlighter and prepare it for yourself. Keep it ready for yourself so that when you open it, all your key words and your key sentences, you quickly grasp them. Now talking about these first open-ended questions, we have these short answer type questions. Science is about real experiments. How did Richard Ebright understand this? When Richard Ebright did not win anything at the science fair, he realized that the winners had tried to conduct real experiments and that you win prizes not by bringing those ready-made models. You had to conduct real experiments, and he on the other had simply made a neat display. He had shown slides of frog tissues under a microscope. It was the first time that he got a hint of what real science was. This event served to develop the competitive spirit in him. Ultimately, it was this spirit of enthusiasm and competitiveness that drove him to achieve new heights in science. So a very neatly, properly framed answer is here for you, which you don't have to mug up without thinking, because you've read your lesson well, you know your lesson well. So 2-3 readings would prepare your answer. Now, for Richard, co-curricular activities were also important. Explain. Richard Ebright was more than a scientist. He found time for other interests and hobbies. He was a champion debater and public speaker. He was a good canoeist and an expert photographer. He had a first-rate minded competitive spirit and scientific curiosity. Now suppose this question happened to be a long one. So what will you do? You will add on more stories because it was his co-curricular activities which had added on to his personality, to his spirit, which led into that competitiveness. Now moving on to your long answer questions. Success is failure turned inside out. Prove the statement with instances from the journey taken by Richard Ebright from losing at the science fair to winning at the international fair. A very thought-provoking quote and truly applicable in almost everybody's life, Success is the fruit of failure. It never comes straight but through failure. This can be seen in the life of Richard Ebright. See, if you may not come across this quote, you may talk about some other quote, any other quote which you have memorized it, Although he earned top grades in school, on everyday things he was just like every other kid. He faced many failures in his life, but every failure strengthened his success. especially the one that he had lost at the first county affair. Now, when he was in 7th grade, he participated in county science fair with his slides of frog tissue. See, these are the key points in your answers, and this was explained to you even in your summary. You cannot skip these in your long answers. So, why he had lost there? Why he had lost there? Because what he had done, he had participated there. What he had done was he had presented his slides of frog tissues, but he could not win a prize over there. This made him determined to win the prize, and in his 8th grade, it was not actually for winning the prize, it was actually to better himself. He again participated in the science fair. Now, this time the experiment of viral disease in monarch caterpillars, that won him a prize. The next year he participated with his experiment of whether viceroy butterflies copy the monarch butterflies in order to save their life from the birds. This project again won him a 3rd prize in overall county science fair. Now, his experiment regarding gold spots of monarch, that the spots produced hormones necessary for the full development of butterflies, won the 3rd International Science and Engineering Fair. Next year, he advanced experiments on the monarch pupa, won him 1st place at the International Science Fair. Thus, for Richard Ebright, we can say that success is failure turned inside out. Now, what you need to remember for your long answers, it's basically all his key achievements that you need to remember, where he had participated, where he had failed, and try to mention them in that chronological order. It should not go like this, last baat yaad aa gayi, wo upar likha, upar ki niche. No, mention it the way he had participated and the way he had moved on in his life and the way ultimately he happened to be one of the very successful scientists. So, he was a scientist for whom success is a failure turned inside out. See, this is there. Had it not been there, had there been some other quote, you must go with that quote and then come down to your same answer. So, again, memorizing long answers is not possible, but if you are truly aware about the entire content of your chapter, you know the story, you know the key situations. So, you have your proper beginning and then you mention all that. Ensure that you do not make spelling mistakes, grammatical errors, stick to the spelling, to the word limit, and just ensure that your handwriting is neat. Now, see, handwriting, some people, the handwriting is actually not good and they want to improve it, but you cannot think of doing that in your answer sheet. Only thing that you could do there is that ensure that your pen is good. It's a good pen. I'm not talking about a very expensive pen, a good quality pen, and then ensure, be conscious when writing, and then I'm sure you'll be able to write well. Right? Thank you so much. Take care. God bless you.